Busby Radio.
Welcome back to another fantastic episode of Busby Radio with Maniac Matthew. Hope you guys are doing well. Couple of things I wanted to talk about real quick this weekend. I'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to the channel. You can also turn on the notification bell so you can get notified when I post new content. I'd really appreciate that. Second thing I wanted to mention, if you are having trouble finding the shows I do, all you have to do is you need to go to my channel page. You need to look up Busby Radio with Maniac Matthew. Buzzbee is how you spell Busby. Matthew is how you spell Matthew. And you're going to click on the channel. And you're going to come to a screen that has my name, the amount of subscribers, videos, and a few other things that go along with it. In sort of the top middle-ish of your screen, you're going to see 5 different sections. So you're going to see home, videos, shorts, playlists, and posts. My shows are playlists. I make playlists every weekend. You want to click on the playlists one, and it'll bring you to all of my shows I've done so far. Now, I call my playlist shows because all the video, all the shorts I add to it go into it, all in order of how I want it to go. So I kind of call it a show. I'll explain to you why in a few minutes. And then you want to click on the playlist show number 20. That's this one. And when you come to that screen, you're going to see my logo in the back. You're going to see the name, show 20 of the name of the playlist. You're going to see the videos, how many views. There should be 0 as of right now. And you're going to see a button that says play all. And then at the very bottom of your screen, you're going to see the whole playlist. You can scroll right through that. You'll find all the songs that are going to be on the show. If you want to listen to the show, you need to click the play all button, and it'll play that from start to finish. Video will be in the beginning, and it'll go all the way to the very last song I added on the show. I hope that gives you guys a little clue on how to find my shows. Now, why I'm doing this is because I really would love to have my own YouTube own show one day, and I've always dreamed of having that. And this is kind of a little something to start with, because you gotta have a little practice if you want to do that. So anyway, the final thing we have to talk about is this weekend's show. I said 2 to 3 weeks ago that this show would be my most controversial show I've ever done. We are going to count down the top 10 greatest country songs of all time. Now, I did not make this up. I found the facts. When I looked up some of the facts, I looked at Rolling Stone and Billboard, and they both were completely different. And I will tell you right now, some of the songs in the top 10 I will hardly disagree with. But I tried to find a top 10 that was partially true based on sometimes what other people say and fan voted, number 1 songs. Or top 10 songs. So that's what I have in store. And I went online and I found the top 500 greatest country songs of all time. And the top 10, I might tell you might be surprised on all the songs that were in the top 10. Lots of them were from the 60s and 70s. Not shocking. I was kind of surprised that some of the songs didn't make top 10. For instance, Tom T. Hall, Old Dogs, Children, and Watermelon Wine. In my opinion, that is probably number 2 or 3 in my books. Mama Tried is definitely top 10 for me. And Country Bumpkin by Cal Smith. That is a great tune and describes in 3 minutes just about one person's singular life. And you know what Garth Brooks said about that song? It was the greatest country song ever written. That was his opinion. I Walked the Line. That one was not in top 10 either. I was quite shocked on that. That might have been the most shocking song that was not in top 10. Some people said that I Walked the Line was the greatest country song of all time, but nope, it was the 14th greatest country song of all time. So we're going to count down the greatest country songs of all time each hour. So here was the little situation I ran into. I do 4 hours worth of music on the show, and I can't do 2 songs every hour because I won't be able to get through all 10. So in hours 2 and 3, there are 3 songs an hour. So you're going to have one in the beginning, one in the middle, and one towards the end. And I'll tell you this, you will hear from a couple of the same artists in 1 hour, just because on how the list went. This hour, we have 2 songs, numbers 10 and 9, and some music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. That's what we play. The best country music out there, no doubt. We will hear from Charlie Pride, a great Willie Nelson and Julio Iglesias duet, and a lost classic from Mel McDaniel will kick us off.